Hello friends, today I want to share with you how to make a base or a puzzle game piece for a game. So I buy a lot of my games at secondhand stores, thrift stores, yard sales, just because you can get them for $1 or $2 versus 20 new. So recently I purchased this How the Grinch Stole Christmas game, and I purchased this Count Your Chickens game a couple months back. I play them with my grandkids. We like games. So the How the Grinch Stole Christmas is missing one of its pieces. So I show on a different video on my channel, and I will link to it. So look for the little flashing thing at the top, how to make a piece and how to color it and everything. So the video is how to color in a piece. I think it was actually maybe another Dr. Seuss game that I had that was missing a piece. And on this one, I want to show you how to make a base. So this chicken game, How to Count Your Chickens, kind of fun, but it was missing the little base piece. Now, I have this extra piece here that I just keep a bag of all extra pieces because sometimes you need another game piece or house or tokens or whatever for dice for a different game. And so I just have this bag of extra weird marbles that you might need for a game or something in there. I did have this extra base in there, and this is, I think, a Candyland piece guy or something. Anyway, so this base, but you can see that it doesn't stand up very well, and if I pick it up to move the piece, it doesn't stay in. So I wanted to make a base that I could pick up, if I get it in there right. I'm not left-handed, that I could pick up. And so if I had extra of these bases, that chicken fits in these bases just fine, but I want to keep these pieces together with this Dr. Seuss game. But I wanted to show you just quickly how you can make another piece. So you can go online, look at the piece on the back. Hold on. So you can see it's the green piece, and it's like a Cindy Lou Who kind of a who. And you can go online and you can print that up, find it or print it up, or you can color photocopy this and then cut it out and glue it on a piece like this. And then you just glue that piece on, glue that character on the front, and then you can use this piece in that game because this is an extra one that I had. So or you can draw the piece. I've drawn them before. So if you're really artistic, you get a piece of paper, you can color that piece, use Sharpies to color it, and I've done that, and I show that in my other video. And this one I'm going to show you, this is how you make a base. So I just took extra pieces. I had these extra Rumica pieces, and you can use tokens or dominoes or other things as well. You could even use a dice. You just need to be able to cut the groove in the size that you need. So when I was using this knife with serration, it was actually too wide, and it made it too wide, and so it wouldn't stand up in that top part. It would just kind of fall over. So I took the skinnier knife and grooved it a little bit deeper so that it would fit inside the deeper groove. And I'm not quite finished getting it done. Sorry, like I said, I'm not left-handed. So then I can groove it a little bit deeper and make sure it fits a little bit better, but I wanted to show you that. So the piece is fitting in there and it's standing up, and now I can move it along, but I wanted to show you how you can cut it. So serrated knife or saw is better, but like I said, when I started cutting it, it was too thick and it was leaving it tipping over. So I just took another knife and I just went in there, and you can just slide it back and forth, and then to get the cleaned out the groove, because this side is thinner than this side, and the side I need is about this width, not this width. So I just cut it back and forth, hold it, cut it back and forth, and then I just took the back groove and then kind of slid it through, and you can see the bigger pieces. Slide it through and make that groove this wide instead of that wide, but not quite that wide. You can see the differences in, so you just have to kind of pay attention to what width you need. And you can tell these are my junk knives I use for all sorts of cutting. They're all bent. I do this kind of thing all the time. So just to, kind of measure and see what kind of thickness you want. Unless you've got your workshop and you've got your saws that are different thicknesses, but this is not something that you would need a saw for, because it would cut very quickly. You can see I'm already halfway through the little tile. So anyway, that's how to do it. Just use the different kind of thicknesses of knives, get it to the point where you know that it fits, and then use that thickness to cut through. You don't want to cut too deep on the sides, because if you do, it will cut right through and then it will snap. And you want it to just fit it and hold it pretty well. So I wanted it, you could have cut it this way, but I didn't want it. You can see that that's wider than that, so I made sure I found something that was wide enough to hold it pretty well. And I did pretty well. When you look at, this is probably the base that it had. So you got to find something that's big enough to hold the weight of the piece. So this is a bigger piece, and it has a little bit more weight than these other pieces, and so you want to have something that's big enough on the base that it won't tip over every time you're using it. You don't want it to, I don't even know if I could make it tip over because it's such a thick base, but you don't want something that's going to be heavy and pop it over. So make sure that the base is something thick enough, like a poker chip might work, something like a poker chip, depending on how thick the poker chip is. So you just want something like that. Anyway, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I will do a little blog about it, so you can check out my blog, thesecretisgratitude.com, and look for the pictures. And then check out my blog on making a game piece. So you can type in the search box at the bottom of the homepage, making a game piece, and I show how I do that. Or you can watch my video as well. The video is linked off of my blog, but you can go to my channel, The Secret is Gratitude, on YouTube, and type in making a game piece, and then you'll be able to find that as well. So there's lots and lots of, like if you're missing a puzzle piece, I show how to make puzzle pieces in bigger pieces, bigger puzzles and smaller puzzles. So you can see that in my blog and my YouTube channel as well. So there's lots of different things like that. So check it out. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a very blessed day.